Hey guys, Bankruptjojo. Wanted to go over my EDH deck with you today. It's not the most competitive deck, but I made it for fun. Also, as we go through, you might notice there's some proxies in here. Every proxy that I have proxied in this deck I actually own. It's just in other decks, and because it's EDH, and I usually just play it with friends, nobody minds that we use proxies, so that's why some of the proxies are in here, although I could switch them out if I ever needed to. So my commander is, I'm playing Bant, and my commander is Roon of the Hidden Realms. Pretty sweet little bounce guy. He's two colorless, a green, a white, and a blue, and he's a Vigilance Trample 4/4. You can tap two colorless, tap him, exile another target creature, return that creature card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So, obviously would be good for bounce, and he has been so far, so. Got a Mother of Ruins, just a great card to protect things. I got a Birds of Paradise, good mana ramp. Lotus Cobra, some more great mana ramp, especially with fetch lands. Wall of Omens, a nice blocker, and you can also blink it to draw cards. Figured it'd probably be a little better than like an Elvish Mystic or something. Just an early way to blink stuff and draw cards. A Lighthouse Chronologist. This really has nothing to do with the bounce theme, just a sweet card. Whenever it gets to 7+, you can, at the beginning of each end step, if it's not your turn, take an extra turn. So, just something that they're going to have to deal with, or you're going to be taking lots of extra turns. I actually have a few extra turn things in the deck, so. Snapcaster Mage to get back, all our removal or some of our better spells that hit the graveyard. And you can, of course, blink him to do that. Eternal Witness also blinks to get something back from the graveyard. Courser of Crufix, just something to, get mana, fixing, ramp, whatever. Kind of does a little bit of everything, honestly. Such a good card. I still don't quite understand how to pronounce this. Mangar of Corridor, I think. Anyways, yeah, so you can, what you can do with this guy is tap it to remove another permanent, and before you do, you actually, you tap it to remove, and then you'll blink him out, so he doesn't actually get removed from the game, and he'll come back in, and you can redo it again or whatnot. Fiend Hunter, kind of can do the same exact thing. You can, when he comes into the battlefield, the way he's written, unlike the other one, Banisher Priest, you can blink him out, and he'll come back in, and that card will be gone forever, so. The card that you choose to exile of theirs will be gone forever, so that's pretty sweet. Flicker Wisp, just blink something, 3/1 flyer for 3. Should notice him from Hay Bears. Blade Splicer, obviously another thing you can blink just to make 3/3s. Geist of St. Traft will let you attack in, and you can blink him to keep him alive. Knight of the Reliquary. Again, nothing to do with blinking really. Good with fetch lands and just good periods to tutor up a land you might need. Oracle of Moldiah. Basically a little bit higher powered Courser of Crufix, but he's only 2 power and 4 mana, so I almost want to say they're on the same level just because Courser's 3 mana and a 2/4. So, but still a great card. Better, really good in Commander. Elvish Piper, so we can put big things from our hands into play. A Wolfbriar Elemental. Unfortunately, you can't use Multi-Kicker when you blink something, but he still does make a 2/2. This will be one of the first guys I replace if I, decide to bring something else in. Not great, but not terrible. Restoration Angel, obviously great in any blink deck. Mystic Snake, another good thing to blink out to counter, except this one counters stuff, which is, kind of a hard ability to find. Phyrexian Metamorph, just shaboling in almost any EDH deck. Copies, artifacts, creatures, just awesome. A Solomon's whatever. Yeah, you can, so whenever he enters the battlefield, you can search your library for base lands, so you can blink him to get lands and stuff. Whenever he dies, you draw a card. Just a really good value creature. Acidic Slime, obviously a great blink card to destroy, target artifact, enchantment, or land. Thragtusk, another blinker. When he comes into play, you gain 5 life, and when he leaves, you get a 3/3 on the battlefield. So it's not when he dies, it's when he leaves. Pretty sick. Baneslayer Angel, just a good high-powered creature. Protection from demons, dragons, for strike, flying, lifelink, whatever. Another good creature, just pumps all our green, blue creatures, and they can all untap during the other player's tap phase. So just another sweet value creature. Same with Prophet of Crufix, just untaps things during their turn and lets us have fun. Like I said, that's what kind of this, that's what I was building this deck for. Deadeye Navigator, a lot of people say he's too powerful, but until he's gone, I will play him. Perfect blink card. Another card overpowered is Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah, draw cards. Too good in Commander. Should be banned, I think, probably, but if they're not going to ban him, I'm going to play him. Like I said, this isn't really the most competitive deck. It's got good cards, but Armada Worm, so you can blink him and get another 5/5. Prime Speaker Zagana, another good card to blink and draw cards with, so, yeah. Oops. Madomi of the Ageless, I don't know how many times I've had this on the field, and like Prophet of Crufix and just going nuts, and everybody gangs up and kills me. but sweet card, lets you take extra turns. Diluvian Primordial, unfortunately they banned the Sylvan Primordial, the green one, which was so good. Probably, I don't know if it deserved bans. I think like the Consecrated Sphinx is even better, but it was definitely overpowered. This one's still pretty good, but you get to cast instants or sorceries from the graveyard, I believe. Yes, from each opponent's graveyard, so it can be really good. And I believe that one can be blinked too, right? Yeah, enter the battlefield, so it can be blinked. Woodfall Primus, another good thing to blink, and it's got persist, so a really good card. So if it dies, you can then blink it, and it will not have persist. So here's one of my proxies. It's in my Legacy deck, and I actually just bought it from the vault, so I might just open it and take this one out. But it's a proxy, Jace, so I'll pull it out of Legacy if I ever need to. Obviously, Jace is just a sweet planeswalker. I want to play him. So Vincer's obviously a good bounce planeswalker, so obvious there. Tamiyo, again, not really the greatest as far as bouncing, but it's a really good planeswalker, and you can draw tons of cards if your opponent's playing a real aggressive deck. So that was all the creatures and planeswalkers. Now we're on artifacts. We got Soul Ring, one of the best artifacts ever. Mana Vault, not as, pretty good. Definitely play it. I need actually need to switch that for a Mana Crypt sometime, I think. Sensei's Divining Top, yeah, it's just OP. Lightning Greaves, Shroud and Haste, sweet. Sorry, this is probably taking a long time. Coalition Relic, a good mana ramp and fixing. Same thing with Chromantic Lantern. Add 1 mana of any card to your mana pool, and all your lands have that too. So we got some swords in here. Oh, 1 sword actually, I guess. I thought I had more. Might have been moving things around. I haven't played this deck in a while. Originally I had a Stoneforge Mystic in here to go search for a few swords, so that might be why I took some swords out, because I just didn't have a Stoneforge in here more. Darksteel. Darksteel Mutation, I believe this is only printed in the Commander, right? So yeah, this is one of the new cards. It just makes a creature 0/1, so it's pretty sweet. Control Magic is obviously awesome. Worldly Tutor, search for stuff. Need tutors in EDH. Beast Within, good removal. Need some Zenith to tutor for a creature. Tooth and Nail to tutor for creatures. Put them into the battlefield, pretty sweet. Swords of Plowshare for removal. Another Light Tutor to tutor for things. Path to Exile for removal. We have Entreat the Angels, just because we play, we have some Brainstorms and some effects that let us look. We have a few fetch lands, so we can kind of almost play a Miracles deck. We don't have Counterbalance though, so we're just going to try to do with a few of the Miracle cards. Brainstorm. Mystical Tutor. More tutoring. Ponder. Another Shuffle Effect. Factor Fiction. Maybe I should slow down in case some people don't know what these cards do, I guess. You'll have to pause it. I'll just go slow enough for you can pause it. Rewind, a crappier mana drain, so whenever I get the cash, I will pick me up a mana drain. I need one for the cube and my EDH, so Cryptic Command, such a sweet card. Mind Spring, I mean, it's a tutor draw card. Maybe I should switch this out for Sphinx Rev, I don't know. Plasma Capture, basically another shitty mana drain. Oh yeah, this is the shitty mana. Rewind's not a bad mana drain. Rewind's just free, so yeah, it untaps. Sorry. Yeah, Rewind untaps things. I didn't even read it. Which is still pretty sweet. I mean, it's a counter spell that you get to basically play for free as long as you keep 4 mana open. Yeah, Plasma Capture is the crappy mana drain. Excuse me. Unexpected Results, again, just a fun card. You get to shuffle your library and reveal a card and put it into play, so pretty sweet. Supreme Verdicts, although we're playing mostly a creatures deck, it's just always good to have a couple board wipes. You never know what, that's why I have the one of the other Miracle cards. Puts them on the bottom, Terminus. Because you never know what kind of position you're going to get in. Now, this is kind of just mana fixing, or mana that can produce anything. So we got a City of Brass, a Command Tower, and a Seaside Citadel, just because it's our 3 colors. Then we have more utility lands. Strip Mine, another proxy which my buddy's actually borrowing. Wasteland, Tectonic Edge, a Vesuva, a Thespian Stage, a couple lands I can copy things. We have a Reliquary Tower. I don't know if I really want to play this too much. It's nice not having a maximum hand size, but I don't think it doesn't really come up that often in my deck. Gavany Township, another card I might pull in or out, not sure. Celestial Colonnade's good, keep that in there. We have 4 fetch lands. I'm probably going to up this just because we're playing a lot of shuffle effects and stuff. Because if you don't know, fetch lands don't have the actual color symbols, so you can play any color fetch land or off-colored fetch lands in your EDH deck. So then we have the dual lands. Again, my Trop is in my Legacy deck. Shocklands. The Checklands. the fast lands. And we have Horizon Canopy because it's on color, let you draw a card. And then we don't have a whole lot of basics. I might need to add some more. As you can see, I only have 3 forests, 2 plains, and 2 islands. I haven't had a problem with it, honestly, playing this many, but I could see it possibly being an issue. So I might up the count a little bit. At least maybe 3 plains, 3 islands, maybe even another forest. I don't know. I never played EDH before when I played back in the day, so this is like kind of a real new format to me. But I've played it a few times and it seems pretty fun.